Hi, it's Jonathan Lombard back again with Leader Connect, and this is our 5th Leader Connect. So once you're done with your week 5 group, you are actually halfway through Connect groups, this first session of Connect groups, since we're doing a 10-week series. So congratulations on almost making it halfway, and we're going to finish strong all the way through the rest of this first session. Just a few things. First of all, most of you will have already done your covenant sheets this last week, and it'd be nice to get some feedback on that. You know, what were your groups like? Did they sign it? Did they not? Did you get any feedback from people around the area of covenant? The other thing is, you could have had people that didn't show up last week that are going to show up this week, and so you can put your covenant out again and allow those that didn't get a chance to sign it to sign it. And you know, all this is doing, this covenant, it's allowing people to say, you know what, I'm going to do my best to make it to this group each week. And if something comes up, snowstorm, sickness, family emergency, all of us, you know, we all understand that. And what you're asking is that they would let you know, text you, call you, or call somebody in the group and just let them know they can't make it. And the reason why we're doing covenant, and I know I keep harping on this, is that instead of gathering around a topic, we're gathering around relationships. And so we find that there's value in covenanting together around relationships. So we're going to do this for 10 weeks. So you know, keep that in front of them, and especially if there's people that haven't signed it yet, and then let me know. And if you got all your signatures, make sure you turn those sheets in to Leslie so that we can have that, and we can kind of know how this thing is going. The next thing is, you know, what I'd like you guys to do is to schedule a fun activity. Now, this could, for some of you, this could be the very last Connect group that you're together, where you do something fun together, like a barbecue, like a potluck, like you know, something, you know, I don't know, get creative. Or this could be on an off night, where you guys decide a few weeks out, hey, on a Friday night or a Saturday night, we're all going to go bowling, or we're all going to go over to somebody's house and watch a movie or play cards or do some sort of a game. And so do something. You know, like the young adult group has gone out playing ultimate frisbee. I'm gonna guess that some of the groups listening to this probably won't do the ultimate frisbee, but something, because we want there to be a connection around relationships, and that there to be something fun that you guys could do together to build memories and to build vulnerability and all that stuff. Another idea is that you guys could do something after the 10 weeks, like maybe the week after, or somewhere in there where you're like, hey, let's do a fun thing together. But ideally, sometime between now and the last Connect group, that you guys would schedule an evening, or it could be a Saturday during the day or a Sunday during the day, but you'd schedule a time slot where you guys could get together and do something fun together. And if you need help thinking of that, let me know. But schedule that this week. And one of the best things is to just ask the group for ideas and throw out a couple dates and see what works in people's schedules, and that'll help as you want to schedule that out. Again, Fall Fest is coming up, and if your group didn't have a chance to go through and put their name down, put this in front again. Even if they did get a chance, you know, maybe put this out again in your groups. You know, one great idea that we've been talking about is, what if your whole group decided that you were all going to take a time slot, whether that's a setup time slot, whether that's actually during Fall Fest where you come out and serve on a night, whether that's a teardown time slot, but maybe you guys say, hey, we're going to take 2 hours or 3 hours, and as a whole group, we're going to do this together. That could be a fun thing, just as an outreach, doing that together. So keep that in front of your group this week. We'll attach a sign-up sheet again to the email that goes out with this recording and the video, and so just look for that if you want to download that. If you need a hard copy, you don't have a printer, just call the church office or talk to Leslie, and we'll make sure you guys get a hard copy of that sign-up sheet. Another thing, we're almost done with the first 5 weeks. So after this next group, you're halfway through. I'd like to start getting some feedback. How's it going? Is there anything that you would do differently? Definitely at the end of these 10 weeks, we're going to hand out evals, and we want you guys to be able to give us feedback. But is there anything we could do even now, as we're kind of in the process, to tweak things and to make it even better? On that note, Connect groups are going so well. In fact, we don't have any scientific evidence yet, but it could just be coincidence, but it seems like from the start of Connect groups that we've noticed an increase in church attendance on Sunday mornings, and that's kind of cool. I think that it definitely has helped, and it's probably one of the ingredients. So good job, way to be part of this. I think it's impacting our whole entire church. This week we are heading into John chapter 5, verse 1 through 16, and it's the lame man's story. The one that the man, maybe you remember, where he was waiting for the angel to come down and stir the waters at the pool of Bethesda, and he wanted to be able to get in the pool and get healed. And year after year, he kept missing his opportunity. In fact, it says that he had been that way for 38 years. And so we're gonna talk about that story. And then we're going to go into a few areas. One, we're going to talk about how when Jesus asked him if he wanted to be made well, the man made an excuse. Well, nobody's here to put me in the pool. And how often do we make excuses when Jesus simply asks us, do you want to be made well? We're going to learn that his infirmity is actually, in the original language, it means weakness. And so what kinds of weaknesses in our lives are we making excuses for, instead of just saying, yes, Jesus, I want to be made well? And the other thing, in addition to excuses, is effort. And Jesus commanded him, rise, take up your mat and walk. And so the man had to put some effort into his healing and into his freedom there. And what's God asking us to put effort into so that we can experience healing in our area of weakness? And then lastly, experience. And all of us have all kinds of experiences. This man had a religious experience that said that when the angel comes to stir the waters, that's when I can be healed. And Jesus comes on the scene and challenges his experience, his religious experience. He basically says, could it happen another way? What if you just rise up and walk right now? And it happened to be on the Sabbath. And so there's all kinds of religious experiences that were challenged right there in that man's life. What is it for you? What is it for me in our groups? Are there religious experiences? Maybe it's growing up, maybe it's church experience, maybe whatever it is. Are there experiences that have hindered us from being challenged to go after God in brand new ways? And so we're going to look at those three areas: excuses, effort, and experience, and really say, Lord, we're willing to be made whole. We're willing to be healed. Do it however you want to do it. Come right into my area of weakness and set me free. And so hopefully that's powerful even in your groups this week. And lastly, again, just make sure you're getting your attendance sheets in to Leslie. You can call and let her know. You can text message her. You can email her. You can snail mail. You can carrier pigeon. However you want to do it, but just let her know, who's made it and who hasn't, so that we can keep track of all of that. Hey, God bless, and thanks again for listening to this 5th installment of Leader Connect. You guys have a great week.